Hello, fellow duelists. This is Shadow of the Moon, and today I'm going to be showing you an updated deck profile of my Red Eyes Black Dragon deck for June of 2022. So, to start things off, this deck came into fruition because one of the viewers actually was talking to me. One of my viewers was actually talking to me about my previous Red Eyes build and explained to me, hey, I'm going to show you, I can show you a combo that you can use and everything, and ended up being a Flare Metal Turbo combo, and I was completely blown away by it because if you know me, I don't really like decks that are somewhat slow. I always love decks that are really consistent, really fast, and watching the video actually really inspired me to be like, hey, I'm going to actually build a Red Eyes Flare Metal Turbo deck as opposed to just using Dragoon, because I'm not a big fan of Dragoon. I never have been. I know a lot of people love Dragoon, but with the recent banning of Verte, which was actually surprising because I wasn't expecting Konami to actually follow suit with it and ban Verte outright. So I took Dragoon out completely, and this is now a Flare Metal Turbo build Red Eyes Black Dragon deck, which completely dominates in the turn 1. Now, keep in mind, though, I'm going to be showing a video, I'm going to be showing a combo tutorial, 2-card combo tutorial, to be able to show you how to bring out 3 Flare Metal Dragons, your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and the Queen Dragon Dragoon, or whatever. She is amazing. She helps really a lot with the deck, making it to where your Dragon type monster cannot be destroyed by battle except for her, meaning she's the one that can be, and kind of protects them, because Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon actually cannot be destroyed by card effects, which makes Raigeki and like Lightning Storm and all that stuff just useless. So without any further ado, without me finally rambling, let's go ahead and get started on this fantastic build. So first off, obviously, your 3 copies of your Red Eyes Black Dragon. This is the heart and soul of the deck. Red Eyes Black Dragon, 2400 attack. You're going to be turboing these into the graveyard or banishing them using Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon, its effect. But the object is to be able to get multiple copies of Flare Metal Dragon onto the field. So then we've got 2 copies of Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon. If you have a Red Eyes monster in your hand, or a card that says Red Eyes in your hand or in the field, you can tribute it to special summon this card from your hand, which makes it very, very useful and does count towards the Red Eyes count. Then we have your Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. This also counts towards the Red Eyes count because it is a Gemini, so it is a normal monster until it is special summoned by the effect. And then Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon, you banish, if you have a face-up field spell, you banish a Red Eyes monster to be able to special summon this from your hand. And then that's it for the Red Eyes Red Eyes level 7s. And now we're going to be going on to the other ones, which is first is going to be Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact. Now, at first you wouldn't think, hey, this card may not be that good, but ironically, when you're using Meteor Black Comet Dragon, this does a lot of damage because this can do 900 points of damage when you send it to the graveyard. Also, it's a great extender for the deck. I'm really looking forward to them finally releasing the new Red Eyes monster that's a level 7. That's a level 6. It becomes a level 7. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. So I cannot wait for them to finally do that. And then we have 1 copy of Red Eyes Wyvern. Wyvern will help you because it is a Red Eyes monster, and if you've not normal summoned or set that turn, you can special summon a Red Eyes monster from your deck, except Red Eyes Wyvern at the end phase there, or Red Eyes Chick at the end phase of the turn. Then, probably quite possibly one of the most broken cards in this deck, Black Metal Dragon. So, this guy is not a once per turn. This guy is not, it is basically every single time it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand, except for obviously the Red Eyes Black Chick if you wanted to, but you can add any Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand. Makes it incredible because in the combo that I'm going to be showing you after this video, makes it to where every single time it goes to the graveyard, you're adding that Red Eyes, you're getting that consistency, those cards in your hand to be able to go into a lot of your plays. And then we've got 1 copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. This guy is easily brought out as well because it special summons a Red Eyes, or special summons a Dragon type monster from the graveyard when it is on the field. And then we've got 3 copies of Nocto Vision Dragon, which is an honorary Red Eyes Dragon, because when you special summon a dark Dragon type monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, which makes it amazing, and it is a level 7, so it goes with the theme. And then 1 copy of Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms, because this is actually pretty easy to bring out for the most part. Tempest, Dragon Rulers of Storms, if you control 2 Dragon-type monsters or 2 wind monsters, you can banish them from the graveyard to special summon this from your hand or graveyard, which makes it amazing because you can get another level 7 extender onto the field very, very easily, and I'm going to be showing you in the video exactly how to bring that out. And then for the non-Red Eyes cards, you've got the 3 Tenai Spirit, Vishuda. If you wanted to replace these with like a hand trap or something, or if you wanted to replace these with something else, maybe some more Red Eye support, that is totally up to you. You can. I just personally wanted to keep it at this because I do like the level 7. I love that the extenders, you can do so much with them still. So yeah, that is why I chose to keep it in the deck. Because if you control a non-effect monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, so it is like immediate special summon. And then for the rocket monsters, we've got Absol Router Dragon, Rocket Tracer, and we've got Rocket Recharger. Now, like once again, I said if you are not wanting to use Vishuda, you can use more copies of Rocket Tracer or whatever you want to use. So basically, if you control a Rocket Monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It is a level 7. Rocket Tracer means that when you activate a card, you destroy the card, even though you're not going to negate it, you're just destroying it, which allows you to special summon a level 4 level Rocket Monster from your deck. So you're going to be special summoning Rocket Tracer or Rocket Recharger to be able to go into your Queen Dragoon. And then that's it for the monsters. Let's move on to the spells. So Val, 1 copy of Red Eyes Fusion. I'm only using 1 in here. If you can think of a way to be able to add more, you can. I personally think, though, I'm only using it for the big guy. I'm only using it for the Red Eyes Black Comet Dragon. So obviously I'm not planning on using it for anything else other than that. And it can be searched using Red Eyes Insight, which, speaking of which, Red Eyes Insight, you discard a Red Eyes monster from your hand, or send a Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard to add a Red Eyes spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. You can only activate it once per turn. And then 3 copies of Allure of Darkness, because it's going to help you thin out your deck. This is going to allow you to go into your bigger plays because you draw 2 cards and then banish a dark monster. Alright, and then we've got 3 copies of Quick Launch. So basically how this works is, in the 2-card combo that I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be showing you one that has this and Black Metal Dragon in the hand. This is a very important card because you can special summon a rocket monster from your deck, but it just cannot be attacked or destroyed during the end phase. But obviously you're going to be using it to special summon your Rocket Tracer directly from the deck to be able to go into that other level 4 to either Link, Exceed mainly, which is what you're going to do, or even Synchro Summon. And then we're going to be running 2 copies of Dragon Shrine. So basically, Dragon Shrine is in here because you dump a Dragon-type monster, and if it's a normal monster, you can dump a second Dragon-type monster from your deck to the graveyard. So you're going to be putting 1 Red Eyes monster into your graveyard, and then you're going to be putting a Dragon Tempest of the Storms into the graveyard to be able to special summon it later on. And then 1 copy for the field spell, Dragon Ravine, and Boot Sector Launch. This is brought out using Striker Dragon. This is brought out using Dragoonity Knight Romulus. So basically, this is going to be your discard fodder, and Dragon Ravine is going to be to where you discard a card to send a Dragon-type monster from your deck to the graveyard, so add to the graveyard count of your Red Eyes Black Dragon. And then 1 copy of 1-for-1 just to see you can kind of deck then to get to your copy of Black Metal Dragon quicker, because he is pretty much the heart and soul of the stack. And then for the traps, we have 1 Red Eyes Fang with Chain, and then 1 Red Eyes Spirit. This is going to help you bring back your Red Eyes monster from your graveyard, and this you equip to a monster, which can increase its attack by the monster that was destroyed beforehand, which becomes very, very, very useful. Alright, so that's it for the main deck. Let's move on to the extra deck. So first, 1 copy of your Meteor Black Comet Dragon. I'm using this instead of the Dragoon because I wanted to use more of a direct damage approach. So when this thing is summoned, you can send a Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard to make your opponent lose half of that monster's attack. So if you send a 2400 monster, you can make it lose 1200. If you send an 1800, you can make it lose 900. So it does add to the burn damage. And then we're going to be running 1 copy of Borreload Savage Dragon. If you're not able to afford Borreload Savage Dragon, you can totally use Dragoon, or not Dragoon, you can use Draco Berserker of the Tenai, which works almost just as well because it is a quick, it's a level 8, and also is a very, very good card to use. Or if you want to use Red Hot Dragon, Archfiend Abyss, or if you want to use Chaos Dragon, you can use that as well. And then for the main event players of this deck, you've got 3 copies of Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Now basically how this works is they cannot be destroyed by card effects while it has material, and on top of that, every single time you can attach material to special summon a Red Eyes monster basically from your graveyard. So you're going to be using these to kind of turbo out your Red Eyes from the graveyard to be able to detach material to special summon another one to go into another one. So mainly the object of this deck is going to be to do damage to your opponent on their turn. Every single time they so much as breathe, you're going to do 500 points of damage. And if you have 3 of these bad boys on the field at the same time, they're going to be losing 1500 points of damage, meaning that they're going to be losing in about 5 or 6 turns because they're going to be taking that much damage. So they'll be very careful of their plays. And then 1 copy of Volo Fringrius, the Darkest Dragon Doom Rider. It's another level 7 that I added to the deck, and I thought it was very, very useful since it is a Dark Dragon. And then 1 copy of Queen Dragoon Jin. So mainly this is going to be in here for the overlay from Rocket Tracer and Recharger, and she can special summon a dragon type monster from your graveyard. So you can special summon a level 7 to be able to go into your plays of the Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. And then 1 copy of Bora and Dragon, because believe it or not, it is very easy to get 5 monster materials for this guy, and this guy is so busted. He's hard to bring out somewhat, but he is totally worth it. And then Darkness Metal, the Dragon of Dark Steel. So this is going to allow you to special summon for your material for your dragon type monsters. And then Dragoonian Knight Romulus, this is going to allow you to add your field spell from your deck to your hand. You're going to add Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spears, which will allow you to special summon on your opponent's turn. Very, very, very useful by tributing it. And then for the other ones, you've got Quad Boral Dragon, and you've got 1 copy of Dillingus Dragon, and you've got 1 copy of Striker Dragon, which are all very beneficial to the deck because this is going to be your starting play. These are going to be working in tandem together, because what this is going to allow you to do, if this is overlaid like that, if this is in your monster card zone and then this is next to it, you can activate its effect to destroy this by discarding a card, and this can get special summoned along with the 2 rocket monsters. Alright, and then lastly, we're going to have 1 copy of Guard Dragon Pisty, which has an amazing effect to be able to bring back a monster that is in your graveyard by activating its effect. And this is going to be used to bring out your Black Metal Dragon to keep going into your plays. So that's going to be it for this deck profile. I know I was a little bit quick this time, but I wanted to showcase everything. As you can see, it is completely changed. There is so much different new things going on, and I just love the fact that I was able to incorporate this. So shout out to the viewer that actually did inspire me to help build this deck. Thank you. I really appreciate it, because I'm always been a fan of swarming and doing like crazy combos. And before with Dragoon, I just wasn't able to do it. It's not that Dragoon is a bad card. It's not a bad card by any means. It's just the thing with Dragoon you have to understand is that you have to have cards to discard for it. And now with them banning Verte, makes it much more difficult to be able to bring out. Now decks like this can bring it out because you are running Red Eyes Fusion, but you have to keep in mind with Red Eyes Fusion, one other problem is that if you use it, you cannot normal summon or special summon the same turn. You can only set. So it's pretty much, it eats up a turn just to be able to bring it out on the field, which is still a good card, but I would much rather have like my entire board and my combo set up for that. Alright, so that's going to be it for this deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's long overdue, and with that, see you guys next time. Later.